Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazingly great. If you're coming to the channel for the very first time, don't forget to press the subscribe button, and if you like the video at the end, press the thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram handle, which I'll be sharing on the screen. And today I am here with another makeup tutorial video in which I am going to concentrate mostly on the eye look, which is going to be a blue matte smoky eye. It is a day look, so I am not going to go with a lot of shimmer and a lot of glitters. Now let's go and see how I created this look. So as you can see, my skin is very dry. I used a face pack in the morning, which was the Multani Mitti by VLCC, but I feel that my skin is too dry, so I'm going to go ahead and start with prepping up my skin. First, I am going to use a serum which is by Neutrogena, and a little bit of that so that I feel like my skin is a little rejuvenated. I'm going to use a lip balm because my lips feel very chapped. I'll go ahead and use an eye cream on the puffiness which is in my eye. So I'm using this, which is by the Mom's Co. I'm just going to do this for a minute or so. Do is I'm just going to use it and just use my ring fingers, and I'm just going to massage it. I'm going to be using the Color Bar primer which I have today before I start off with the makeup. This is almost coming to an end for me. You can see I've almost squeezed it all out. It's a gel based primer, very good for oily skin. If you have oily skin, you should always go ahead and use a gel based primer. If you have dry skin, you should go and use a primer which is more of a liquid consistency, a creamy formula, because your skin is already dry and you do not want a matte primer to make your skin feel even more dry. So I'm going to take this much of the primer and mostly concentrate it on my nose area because I have some open pores, and the rest I'm going to apply on my face. This one instead of using the liquid one. So I don't use much foundation because I do not need much of that, but I just use to even out the discoloration on my face. And the more foundation you use, the more heavy your makeup looks, and it also looks like as if you've put 5 tons of makeup on your face, which I do not like personally. So I go with more of a natural skin tone just to cover the blemishes on the face. Not much. So when I'm doing my makeup, I always like to put foundation on the lips as well, because I do not want my lipstick at the end to look of a different color. It was in the shade Golden Beige 104. So I am using this for like 6 months now. It's really nice. By Maybelline. This is an amazing fixing powder, guys. I have been using this for a long time now. And first I'm going to use a little bit of that under my eye, just to bake all the concealer that I have. I'm not using too much of it, but just a little to bake it. If you have frown lines, then do not use a lot of foundation or a lot of compact on your forehead, because when you frown you're gonna have those lines and it's gonna look cakey there. So avoid using a lot of product on your forehead and areas that you tend to have wrinkles on. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This I'm going to use for my upper eye. I want my eyeshadow to pop out, so I'm going to use lighter shade on my eye. The inner corner as well. Just highlight this area. First, I am using the L'Oreal Brocade. I have been using this for a long time, and most of you guys know that if you have seen my videos, I've been using this for a long time. In the beginning, you just go step by step and building slowly. The brow bone here, I'm going to use it on the brow bone slightly and just below that, and not going above the brow bone, because that's where I want to use my highlighter. If you do not know how to get the precision, like how to get the proper eye look, you can use a sellotape here, or you can go ahead with holding a tissue paper and keeping it here and then brushing. That I've got the tissue here for you guys. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it with the tissue. I'm just going to keep the tissue paper here where my eyebrows are ending, and then I'm going to do my brow bone. Again, I'm not going above it. I'm just going to go down and smudge it on my brow bone. So I'm going to smudge this area, which is my brow bone, and the darker shade under my brow bone, which is on my crease line. With the blue shade that I have decided today, which is this one, and this is a dark blue shade here. Using a flat brush by PAC, you can see this. It is a flat brush to apply. It's easy to apply if you use a flat brush instead of a fluffy brush. So I'm going to leave the inner corner of my eye because I'm going to put some amount of the silver shade. It's a very simple look, you guys. You do not need to be a pro to do this look. There is no cut crease, nothing of that sort. I have kept it as simple as possible and as easy as possible so that all of you can do it by yourself. So I'm just applying it on my eyelid. This is the eyelid section. I'm only going to apply it on the eyelid because here I'm going to smudge with a darker shade later in order to give a smoky look. If you notice, I'm just tapping it. I'm not smudging it right now because I want maximum of the product to be on the eye. But when you take product on your brush like this, make sure that dust it off because there's a lot of product and it is going to fall on this section, which you do not want to destroy. Your entire under eye is going to look blue. So do not do that. Dust off the product and then just tap on it. If you you feel that this area here, your crease line is a little messy, do not worry about it, because which ways we are going to smudge it out. So you just want to apply the product on you. So you just want to build up the product on your eye as of now. You see that? I didn't dust the brush and that's what happened. Make sure you do it very carefully, guys, when you're going with a darker color, because it is very difficult to, you know, get that look again. Okay, so I'm taking another fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend out the creases here. I am going to use I'm going to mix these two shades, and I'm going to just go with the crease line because I do not want the same shade to be on the crease line. So I'm going to use a very little bit of the product, and now I'm going to just build up. Just do it at the outer edges, do not bring it towards the end, because that is going to make your inner corner of the eye look very dark and very horrible. So just play with the outer edge. I am again sticking to below my brow bone, I'm not going above, but at the same time I'm keeping the first transition shade also visible because I want to look. The first transition shade, I'm going to use it again, just a little bit of that, and just build this section up on just on my brow bone. This pointed precision brush, which is also a buff brush, but it is pointed in front. I'm going to use this on the outer corner of the eye to give it a smoky look. Use a different palette. This is by H&M and this is the Smoky Essentials palette. Probably going to use this shade here to go with the outer corner. Use any dark shade or chocolate brown, or maybe not a very jet black but more of a grayish side of a black, to just do the outer corners to give that smoky effect. Now I'm going to build the blue, and for that I'm going to use my fingers, taking a little bit of the blue on my finger, and now I'm going to spat it because I really want the blue to pop up. So see that? See the difference? That looks like a better blue eye anyway. What I'm doing is I'm just smudging it with my finger itself into the black shade, so that it doesn't look like as if I've used two different colors. Taking the same flat brush that I used, and for the lower region I'm going with the same blue shade in the. Just come halfway because you want this section to be silver. So I'm just going to come halfway. You join it in such a way that it comes along with this line. I'm using this shade by Miss Claire. It is a baked eyeshadow and it is in number 18. This gives a slightly goldeny look, but I am going to apply this in the inner corner. If you have silver, you can go ahead with silver. I'm going to take it a little bit on as I said, you do not want to have too much of glitter work going on and you want to keep the eyes smoky. I'm going to apply very little of that and just, highlight that area. And next I'm going to use the same brush that I used to use the blue shade, and I'm just going to blend this section out. I'm not taking any product, I'm just using the product that is left on this brush and I'm just smudging it. I am using a blue eyeliner which is by Color Bar. Use your eyeliner thick or thin as you please. This kajal by Lakme, which is the Lakme Iconic Kajal, and I am just going to go and line the lower line. If you blue kajal, you can also go with a blue kajal, or a white kajal will look very nice, but I don't have either of those, so I'm just using black. When you lift your lid, you can see there are spaces here which I do not want, so I just go and fill those areas. So that gives more of a depth. Using the same baked eyeshadow, and I'm going to use a little bit of that on my brow bone. I am not using lashes for this look because I do not have the perfect dramatic lashes with me. I'm using the blue mascara by Lakme. This is the Lakme Iconic Mascara. I first went ahead and used a black one, but then I thought, let me just experiment a little and go ahead with a blue, a more bolder look. So since I've made my eyes all smoky and a very vibrant color, I am going to use a very nude or a very pink shade. If you have a pink shade, you can go for a pink shade, but I'm using more of a pinkish nude shade, which is the lipstick by Color Bar. This is in the shade Bear 58. So I'm just going to use this quickly. And along with this, I'm using my favorite nude lipstick, which is by Miss Claire. It is in the shade 04, and I'm just going to give a dash of it. I wanted this lip look to look more of matte, so I'm using a little bit of the powder and just tapping on it. So that is the look that I created for you guys. This is a blue smoky, not so glam day look for an engagement. I used a very light lipstick, which is more of a nude pinkish shade. You could go for any color that you feel like, but I would advise you to stick to the pinks because that looks and gives you a more flushed look. So I hope you liked this look. This was a requested video by one of my subscribers, and if you're watching this, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up if you liked the video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.